guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shay and this is Manifesting with Karmic Side Gal. So what I'm going to do for you guys is some pick-up piles. I was kind of called to do a reading like general, but that's really not my vibe. I'm not like a general collective type of reader because the details that I say and based off my intuition are just more specific than I could say is like general like that, like one reading. So I'm gonna come up with some piles here for you guys, and then I am going to put in the picture here on this next clip, and then you pick one of the three piles based off of your intuition. You want to take a few deep breaths and just select the pile that you feel most attracted to. So I'll see you in a couple minutes. What's up? If you guys picked group 1, then I am here to relay your message from my spirit guides and your spirit guides and our collective ancestors. And this is what they feel that you need to hear at this moment. If you are seeing this right now, if you are seeing this 2 weeks from now or 2 years from now, it doesn't matter. It just means that this is the time that you were called to hear this message. So the first card that I have for you guys is Slowing Down. This card is from the Osho Zen. The Knight of Rainbows is a reminder that just like a tortoise, we carry our home with us wherever we go. There is no need to hurry, no need to seek shelter elsewhere. Even as we move into the depths of the emotional waters, we can remain self-contained and free from attachments. It is a time when you are ready to let go of any expectations you have had about yourself or other people, and to take responsibility for any illusions you might be carrying. There is no need to do anything but rest in this fullness of who you are right now. If desires and hopes and dreams are fading away, so much the better. This disappearance is making space for a new quality of stillness and acceptance of what is, and you are able to welcome this development in a way you have never been able to before. Savor this quality of slowing down, of coming to rest, and recognizing that you are already at home. That is such a beautiful message. So, intuitively, what I am taking away from this in group 1, you guys are on a journey. You're on a spiritual path, like many others, but the difference between you guys and a lot of other people, I feel like group 1, you've probably had some hard times in your life. You've been met with a lot of different obstacles, and at this time the obstacles that you've been met with has brought you in a space of rest. So when you feel like things aren't moving along the way that you want them to or need them to, it's usually because the universe has stopped you, and you either need a physical rest of your temple or you need a mental rest of your mind. You need to take I'm trying to like find the word of what it is I'm saying. Basically, you need to look at your life. You need to look at the people in your life. You need to look at yourself as source, because you are source and your energy flows freely. Now, during this time where you are being called to rest, you're also being called to see where your energy is going and if the energy you're putting out is being reciprocated. If it's not, then it doesn't help you along your journey. Now, if you find yourself in a lot of friendships that are, you help them, they help you, they constantly build you up, you constantly build them up, then that is more of like a reflection, and those people are going to help you and guide you into your higher path. If you can see here in the turtle, he has this very beautiful shimmery golden scales. I don't know, his shell, and that is his outside protection. This turtle is feeling the need to protect himself because what's ahead, although it is matching his beauty, he's not sure if it's too good to be true. There is some fear here in group 1, but not only are you protected physically, if you can see how these grass blades are coming over when he walks between this space to where he's going and where he is now, he will be covered. You are covered, group 1, so there is no need to have fear. It's very interesting because my meditation of the day was based on fear. Oh, okay. So for your music message, group one, you have resentment. Song is by Beyonce, and on this record it says wronged, discontent, or offended. So it could be group one that you are being met with a lot of disappointments in your life, and it's causing you to be a little bit bitter. It's causing you to not trust yourself and to trust other people and future connections that you may have. So I feel like group one, you need to look inside yourself and find out deep down what is the cause of this resentment and how can you resolve it so you can move on with your life, because right now that's holding you back. I didn't say that, but that deck that was Love on the Record, it was created by Crystal Banner, and I bought them from Kaleidodope, which is a cool website. Okay. Wow. So I am going to read this like a story because that is the energy that is giving me. So I feel like I said, you guys have had a lot of moments of disruption in your life, and right now you're in this space of rest. I feel like you were caused to have a rest because you had this moment where it felt like everything was falling apart, or maybe the universe was taking things and people out of your life that no longer belong. But the thing is, especially with it being Mercury retrograde right now, specifically in Scorpio, and we just had the new moon, which was in Libra, all you have to do is find balance in your life. And all you have to do is go with the flow of the changes. If people are jumping ship on you, let them go. Because in all honesty, when they get to the bottom, there's nothing there for them, bro. Like, and that's not your problem at that point. You are going to have some stormy days. But no matter what, you just never want to drop your crown. And you want to transmute this energy, because during Mercury retrograde, where everything can go wrong, will go wrong, it's important to maintain a positive vibration and to just go with the flow. Do not resist change. Do not resist people leaving. Do not resist things living. Like if you got let go of a job, that could be for someone. If you are just ended a relationship, or if you feel like you've been losing friends lately, just go with the flow. Everything right now that's happening to you is your part of your destiny. You have to go through that. You had to have these people in your life. You had to lose those people, and now you can, come through. What we have is the Ace of Cups, which is so beautiful. This is an outpouring of love, an outpouring of stability, an outpouring of balanced emotions. And I feel like as long as you are going with the flow, resting, taking your time, you can reach this space right here. Now the next cup we have here is the Seven of Cups in reverse. So I feel like at one point you had a lot of options, or maybe someone that you were dealing with had a lot of options. And it's like, if you could see this person, she kind of doesn't know what to choose. With the Seven of Cups, it's just like whatever it was that you were like expecting and waiting for, I feel like you had too many expectations from whatever the situation was. It could have been a person or a thing, like a job or something like that. And it was like you expected this person to fill all of your cups. You wanted this cup, you wanted that cup, you wanted that cup, all of these things. And with her just wearing this witch's hat, it's just speaking to me that you have the ability to provide those things to yourself. You have the ability to manifest those things for yourself. So what you kind of did was block your blessings because it was too much. You was asking for too much, period. Like somebody can only give you 10% of their energy. And it's not because you're not worth more than 10%. It's because that's all they are physically capable of. And if you are going around and expecting somebody to provide you with everything, you need to first look inside yourself and find happiness. And then we have the Four of Pentacles reverse. So looking here at these cards, I'm just looking here. There's a lot of emotional turbulence. And then here with the Four of Pentacles being reversed, there is a lack of grounding. You don't feel confident. You're not trusting yourself. And this is what's holding you back. This is why the universe slowed you down, because you're not ready yet for all of the things that you've been asking for. I know this sounds very harsh, but in order to achieve stability, in order to achieve abundance in all areas of your life, you have to also be putting out that energy. So overall, what this message is saying for you, group one, is to, one, give yourself a break. Yes, take responsibility for your part in whatever may have happened, and know that your consequences are a direct result of your actions. But also just give yourself a break, because everything that has happened was by purpose. It was meant to happen, and there was nothing that you could have did to change it. So let go of that right now. Let go of any fears. Let go of what happened in the past, because it's truly holding you back from really reaching, you know, that just rainbow of happiness. Is holding you back from meeting energy that will be your equal, that will also invest as much as you are investing in, whether it be a job or a person or a thing. So I'm going to pray blessings over you guys, group one. Hope you guys have a beautiful night, and see you on the next video. What's up, group two? Thank you for joining me here today. If you picked the pile of creativity here, this beautiful energy, then you are in the right place. Before we get started into the reading, I am going to read from this book here, which is the Osho Zen Tarot Guidebook, to relay this message of this beautiful card, and then I'll get into the reading. From alchemy of fire and water below to the divine light entering from above, the figure in this card is literally possessed by the creative force. Really, the experience of creativity is an entry into the mysterious. Technique, expertise, and knowledge are just tools. The key is to abandon oneself to energy that fuels the birth of all things. This energy has no form or structure, yet all the forms and structures come out of it. It makes no difference what particular form your creativity takes. It can be painting or singing, planting a garden, or making a meal. The important thing is to be open to what wants to be expressed through you. Remember that we don't possess our creations, they do not belong to us. True creativity arises from a union with the divine, with the mystical and unknowable. Then it is both a joy for the creator and a blessing to others. Wow, that was great. Okay, so getting into this reading, I feel like this group here is not only a group of master manifestors, but you guys are also a group of creatives. You probably work in doing some type of art form, like a music artist, or you actually draw, or you're a writer, or maybe even a public speaker of some fashion, something where you are creating. And if you are not yet, it's because you haven't reached that point in your life. But you are meant to create, and you are meant, that is your purpose in life, to give to the world. That is going to be your contribution. There is this one of my favorite sayings, and it's nothing belongs to me. And I chant it for everything when I feel like there is some codependency or I'm having issues detaching from things. So I feel like group two, that's something that will be helpful to you guys. Maybe it is possible that your creativity is being blocked because you, one, might not believe in your abilities, or you're not really doing what you are called to do, what you're happy doing. The best thing I know, like most artists will say, like they start getting into this block or whatever where they can't create, and it's because they're creating what they think will be trendy. They're creating what they think will sell, or what is already is selling well on the market instead of actually creating from their heart. And I'm just kind of like feeling this like breathiness or having a hard time breathing. So I feel like group 2, you guys might have like a throat chakra blockage. So yeah, it's like very heavy. You might even feel like this pressure. That's what I'm getting. Thank you, Spirit. This pressure maybe to be a certain thing or to create a specific type of art, or maybe you're not following your true passions because you feel pressure from your family or pressure to make a certain amount of money or pay bills. So you're staying in this position that is really not for your highest purpose. You know deep down in your heart what drives your passion, what lights a fire in your soul. And if you're not doing that, you need to start, like, period. So with this card, the creativity card, I always look at it and I think about fertility, about giving birth to something. Creation is just such a huge umbrella that you could go so many ways with it. But if you see in this woman, she is reaching up and praising to the moon. I feel like getting in touch with your feelings and maybe expressing yourself verbally will help relieve your blockage. Wow. This energy is so heavy. If you see this woman, she has like this crown of stars here. That means that she is divinely guided. That means that what she is doing is purposeful. And the water is just flowing right past her and almost through her. That means that she is one with her emotions. I feel like in group 2, you guys could possibly be sitting on your emotions. Maybe something happened and you didn't express right away how that felt. And now it's just like a heaviness on you that I feel like there's something you need to get off of your chest. Okay, so the music message we got today for you was Love Drought. This is the second Beyonce song. So I feel like that's already like number 44. Like there's divine intervention here. It says on here, dry spell, lack, or void. And I feel like this is definitely pointing to your creative abilities. You definitely feel like either you don't have the passion, the energy, or the motivation to create, or maybe there's other things in the material world, the 3D world, that's stopping you from being on that venture. And obviously it's something that you really like to do. Can't believe I just turned that around. Okay. So we got a lot of aggressive energy here, group 2. Just like I can feel the energy rushing through my body. Like I almost feel like I'm having a panic attack, and I'm not panicked at all personally. It's just like the energy from this group. So first we have the 8 of Wands. This is direct communication that is coming in towards you, or this is what you need to be doing, is being more direct in your communication style. I feel like group 2, there is a sense of passive aggressiveness here. Like when something does bother you, you might say like something, but you won't actually directly address the concern. And in order for you to feel better, then you have to say what it is that you want to say. You need to be direct in your communications. And then right behind it, we got the 9 of Swords reversed. I think in the past you were letting this keep you up at night. It was really bothering you. It was really stressing you out. And you could even be feeling that way now. But honestly, that will be relieved once you actually release your throat chakra. Say how you feel. Even if you feel like you can't directly say that to the person, or if you can't directly be as creative as you want to be, find some time to take to yourself. So then we got the 6 of Wands here, which this person is on a journey to like find out information. I feel like maybe there's something that you want to know, or maybe there's a skill that you're trying to learn and develop, and you haven't figured out like how can you don't know the how, you don't know the when. My favorite thing to say, one of my favorite things is like, don't ask like any questions except what can I do to change the situation, what can I do to change the outcome, what is actually happening here in the reality. And ask yourself what. Don't think about how it's going to happen. Don't think about who are the people that are going to help bring this into manifestation. Just think about what it is that you can do to change what is going on. So we got the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So I feel like you are worried about finances. Maybe you feel like your finances would be in trouble if you went off to do your creative abilities. And then just how this is being in the reverse, and we got like the Pentacles are known for being like earth sign energy. I just feel like you are just not rooted. You don't believe in yourself. And the next card that came out is everything is fine. Spirit wants you to know that although it may feel like a lot of pressure right now, it may feel like there's all these people directly coming towards you, or just this all this fear building up on you that is pressuring you to not follow your heart. Everything is fine and everything will be okay, but you have to stay true to yourself, love on yourself, protect yourself, and find out what it is that you want to do that makes you feel passion, that makes you feel motivated, that makes you want to get up and go to work every day. What will make you happy, and do those things and watch how your purpose aligns. So thank you so much for joining me, group 2. I hope that I was able to send you some love and healing vibes, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace. Hello, group 3. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am going to get started. If you picked this pile right here, the Miser, I'm going to start by reading from the book of Osho Zen. That is the guidebook it came with, and it's just a very nice message to relate to you guys what it is that your spirit guides feel like you need to know at this current moment when you're watching this video. Says, this woman has created a fortress around herself, and she is clinging to all the possessions she thinks are her treasures. In fact, she has accumulated so much stuff with which to adorn herself, including the feathers and furs of living creatures, that she has made herself ugly in the effort. This card challenges us to look at what we are clinging to and what we feel we possess that is so valuable it needs to be protected by a fortress. It needn't be a big bank balance or a box of full jewels. It could be something as simple as sharing our time with a friend, or taking the risk of expressing our love to another. Like a well that is sealed up and becomes stagnant from disguise, our treasures become tarnished and worthless if we refuse to share them. Whatever you're holding on to, remember that you can't take it with you. Loosen your grip and feel the freedom and expansiveness sharing can bring. It's so funny because immediately when I started reading this energy, I just felt a sense of selfishness or greediness. I feel like in group 3, you guys generally just look out for yourself. Like you feel like you're the number one player, so you got to look out for yourself. Maybe it's possible that you've had issues with a lot of friends or just relationships that went bad in the past, and now you kind of feel like, okay, I can't trust nobody. But the thing is, you can trust people, but the first thing you have to start with trusting yourself. Because if you feel like you are so, high up on this pedestal and other people are below you, they're not worthy of your gifts, your talents, what it is that you have to offer to the world, even if it is materialistic things. And there's an issue there with that. If you see here with the Miser, she's an older woman. So this card screams Bag Lady by Erykah Badu. So if you can see, this woman has pretty much built up a wall around herself. Her body is the brick wall. and she is got her head just turned around just behind her just enough to watch her back. But the thing is that she doesn't even have her eyes on her jewels. This person is the classic, the grass is greener on the other side. I need to collect more. This person is not seeing the value in the things that they already have. And the value that they do see them is in a very selfish way. They're seeing it as, how can I have more for me, and not how can I use this abundance to help others. And if you can see, there's just this little piece trailing out there, coming from the side of her that she doesn't even see, but it's all the greenery. And this whole collectively, all three of these piles, the root chakra, honey, just was not stable. It was not grounded. So the card we have for you guys, the music message, is moving on. I want to say this is Maya, moving on by Maya. It's walking away, changes or endings. So possibly group 3. Yeah, there have been a lot of changes, I feel like, within your inner circle. Possibly a relationship. I'm not necessarily getting like love vibes here though. And now you feel like you have to protect yourself. Like, you know the Drake song, No New Friends? Like, this is the energy you have. You feel like the people that did you dirty in the past have basically made it so that you can trust no one. You built this wall up upon yourself, and now you don't even have anybody to lean on because you become so selfish with your own energy. And the thing is that people are going to move on out of your life. People are going to come and to go. And it's best to just think of those people as, you know, the angels that God sent for you in your life at that time. Like, you needed that relationship with that person at that time. And no, you can't own anyone. So you can't really be mad when they decide that they don't want to be in your life anymore. It's just coming to a genuine understanding that that person served their purpose, even as hard as it may be. But you can't carry baggage around it for years and years to come, because that's not going to serve you any good. You're just pretty much blocking your blessings. This lady is literally holding so much, she couldn't grab not one more thing if she wanted to. Okay, we got a lot of reversals here. So first we got the Knight of Wands. So this is pretty much somebody coming in, and I feel like they want to develop a relationship with you. It's a good connection. You probably met this person, you guys had so much in common, and you were like, oh, we're going to be friends for life. And I actually think that you guys will be friends for life. But right now, if you can see like the desert in this background, you guys are just kind of just going through a rough patch. It's just the connection is dry right now. And that doesn't mean that you guys will never be friends. It just means that right now you guys are in two different spaces in your life. And that's okay. So this card is Temperance, which means that you need to learn how to balance your emotions a lot better, group 3. It seems that in this reading, you are open to making connections, right? But you don't want to go deep with them. You have been having very surface level friendships, either in the recent past or just since this person that you called your best friend, or, you know, pretty much left out of your life for whatever reason. And there needs to be some emotional stability. In any relationship, there are going to be highs and there are going to be lows. But there can always be a path to lead back up to the friendship that you once had. But you have to do more than just dip your feet in. And you have to become more emotionally balanced, so that you can know a good connection when you see one and appreciate it and be a good friend and not be so selfish with your energy. So we got the Ace of Swords in reverse. So I feel like this energy is just someone that's like very stuck in the mud, very defensive, like just kind of I'm right and you're wrong type of person. Group 3, if this is you, this is some shadow work that you need healing on. You don't have to be defensive with everyone. Yes, you can protect your energy, but everybody is not out to get you. I promise you, nobody cares that much. Like, you think so highly of yourself that you really think that people want to hurt you or destroy you or harm you or take things from you, and that's simply not true. It's just like, get over yourself, really. And then when you meet people with defensiveness instead of trying to be understanding and compassionate, it really blocks yourself off from making genuine connections with people. Like, you'll never go deeper if you constantly think that somebody is trying to attack you. And then we got the King of Swords on top of that. So I feel like this is a time for a transformation. We have these butterflies. There are 3 of them there. And right now you are at a space where there is some changes and growth that needs to be made. I feel like up until now you feel like you've been getting along just fine, not having a lot of friends or connections, or just only having people that you can be able to hang out with. But lately it feels like you want to do more than just hang out. It feels like you need somebody to rely on. And the fact of the matter is that you haven't been someone that people could rely on because you're so fucking selfish. So what I definitely recommend for you is to turn this energy around, to transmute this energy. Be more open and accepting of other people, even if their lifestyle is different from yours. Because I feel like that's just like a thing here. Maybe you guys are a little bit judgy too, because with his well, I'll say her sword up in the air, it's just like a final decision. Whatever I say goes, and you guys just are never open to just be free and having fun. Like, and then you think so much about it, the fact that he's just up here in the clouds like this. Like, you think so much about it and you try and play it off like, oh, I don't need friends. Oh, I'm fine by myself. But like, it's lonely at the top, ain't it? And I feel like this message will get to whoever needs to hear it. I really hope group 3, and I'm going to pray for you and pray that you have some healing on not only your root, but also your heart chakra, because there is so much beauty to be found in having friendships. There's so much beauty in showing yourself to other people, because the more authentic you are, the more genuine connections are. Like, do not shut yourself off from everybody for the sake of being able to do it all on your own.